Let's talk today about the question, are you repelling your goal? As Neville Goddard talks about, feeling is the secret. And as so many leaders like Bob Proctor, Dan Matthews, Genevieve Behrend, Neville Goddard, Peggy McColl, Mary Morrissey, and so many others recommend, you want to feel now as if you've already achieved your goal. Be grateful now that you already have your goal. How you feel now is the vibration or the energy that you send out to the universe. And that same vibration is returned to you, just like a boomerang. So right now, let's look at your present results. How do you feel? How do you feel about your present results? Do you feel joy, pride, satisfaction, confidence? Or do you feel frustrated, let's say maybe doubt, angry, or upset? Just take a moment and think about, how do you feel about your present results? So if you look at your present results with frustration, anger, doubt, that means that the vibration or the energy that you're sending out is doubt, frustration, and anger. And that means that same energy will be returned to you, like the boomerang. Opposite of that would be, let's say if you look at your present results with joy, satisfaction, and pride. That means that that's the energy that you're sending out, and that is the energy that's going to be returned to you. So again, the boomerang. As you can see, the way you feel about your present results can repel your goal or your success. It can repel it. Like, for example, do you ever think, why bother? Is this ever going to happen to me? I'm never going to do this. It's taking so long. Other people are achieving their goals. Why not me? Do any of these thoughts resonate with you? I was there too. Then I read Dan Sullivan's book, The Gap and the Gain. And he allows you to look at your goal and measure your progress towards your goal in a new way. One of the things that Dan recognized from coaching and mentoring entrepreneurs for so many years is they seldom felt happy. They were always measuring their success against their goal. And as a result, they always felt lack, frustration, dissatisfaction with themselves, because how they felt is, I'm going to be happy when. So they weren't happy now. And as we've talked about with Neville Goddard, you have to be happy now, because that's the energy you're sending to the universe, and that's the energy that's going to come back. So when Dan saw that, he looked and he said, okay, how can we change that? And the gap and the gain has become one of Dan's most crucial and transformational concepts that he uses in his workshops. Once I learned Dan's technique of measuring gain, it allowed me to step into the feeling of joy, pride, winning, progress, success, and I could celebrate now. I no longer had to wait until I had to achieve my goal. I could celebrate now and every day. I could be happy now. I wasn't waiting until I achieved that to be happy. So what Dan's concept is, you measure backwards. You measure from your starting point to now. What have you gained? You don't measure from where I am now to my goal, because you don't know how many steps that is. You measure backwards. Always measure backwards. So as Neville talks about, feeling is the secret. So you have to be happy now. You have to be proud now. You have to feel as if you already have it. You feel confident, you feel satisfied, and you have to feel that you're progressing and you're winning. Once you feel you're progressing and you're winning, that gives you momentum, and you begin to expect more, you progress more, and it gives you the momentum, just like a boulder rolling downhill. When you're happy, you're proud of yourself, and you celebrate every day, that gives you the momentum. You don't wait for your goal. You celebrate now, because as Neville talks about, feeling is a secret. Feel now as if you've already achieved your goal. And when you feel now as if you've already achieved your goal, you're happy now, you've got pride now, you're satisfied, you're confident now. Your mind starts attracting the ideas, the people, and the opportunities to fulfill your goal. You're on the frequency of your goal. And so the people that are going to help you with your goal show up. New ideas come to you to help you with your goal too. So you always want to get out of the gap and get into the gain. Measure backwards. What have you done from the starting point of when you started to right now? And then when you're measuring your gain, you are successful and you're happy now. You're not waiting. One of the things that you want to do is you want to regularly remind yourself of your wins and how far you've come. This propels you forward. Do this every day. So right now, take a moment and look at how far you've come. What are the biggest transformations that you've achieved? This could be internal. For example, your attitude towards others or yourself. Is that different? How you approach your goal. Is that different? Are you different in making decisions? How you approach your day? What new habits have you incorporated into your day? Or this could be external things that you're noticing from where you started. For example, are you attracting different people into your life? That's progress. That's a gain. Or what have you completed? What have you done? That is also a win or a gain. The empowering practices that you've incorporated into your day, that's a win too. Look at what you've achieved up to this point, from your starting point to now. What have you achieved? And be proud now. That allows you to step into the world of celebration now. Don't measure yourself against your ideal goal, which is known as the gap. You don't know how many steps it takes to get there. You may take 50 steps. You may take 1,000 steps. You may take more. But measure yourself from where I am now back to my starting point. So always measure backwards. And that is known as your gain. When you focus on your gap, you look for the gap. When you focus on your gain, you're always looking for the gain. What have you done? What can you celebrate? Now, every day, have an attitude of winning. Every day, write 1 to 3 wins for your day using the gain. How far have I come? This builds a sense of pride, satisfaction, confidence, enthusiasm, and it expands and accelerates as you continue to do this every day. Try it. It works. And share in the comments how this is changing your life. I would love to hear, because when I started using this method, it changed everything for me. So share your wins. And till next time.